It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. The action is only moments away, and
we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got a band.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, up over 130 yards and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. 7 yards there and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When you look at this defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On first down, Middleton looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Frost. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. But you look at this defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Frost. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Middleton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Middleton, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. Operating from the gun. Frost. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Second and 4.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a second and 7.
Up the middle they go. Phillips. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Maynard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the first carry here for the running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown as they have taken the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Frost. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Frost. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That is caught, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have once again taken the lead. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going
and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Operating from the gun, Frost. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Maynard. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In motion goes the tight end. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Middleton. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Middleton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Finding space at the 40.
And all the way up to the 46. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. if he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Now a give, right side. Maynard, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 11.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the gun on 3rd down. Frost. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Middleton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Frost. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll run on first down. Middleton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Off play action. Frost. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, Middleton.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Lindsey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Gets this one left side to Pettis. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. On play action, they'll throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. 2nd down and 6 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Frost. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.